Right, so here we are. As I said just now in the little clip there, I've cut through this bit because that's impassable though because of the water. Beautiful field, isn't it? It goes on for quite a long way down there. It's gorgeous woods, and the river here is beautiful. Like you've seen a lot of videos of this same river, which is the River Kensey. On my YouTube channel, I used to sit down on the bench in summer by the river there, doing videos and whatever else. As you can see from the videos last few weeks, since it's been raining for the last 3 weeks, but in the past week or so we've had quite a few nice sunny days. So the river has dropped a bit, but it's still up quite a bit as well, as you can see. It's a nice little, gorgeous little run here. I'm actually going to, obviously I've got the rod here in my bag. I'm actually going to stick you over here by the tree and have a little spin down this way with the lure I showed you. See what I can get. There's the lure. Nothing first cast. It's cast across the river here, upstream a little bit. No, nothing. Yeah, when I fish this part of the river out here in the countryside, this spot here is normally where I start. So it's a nice little deep run here. And normally to catch a fish here, it's normally quite successful for me, but like I said, the river is up quite a bit still, yet. Snag. Straight into a snag. Please do not lose this spinner. They're about $4 or $5 a piece. Try and pull it out. Yes. Thought I lost the lure then. Straight in a snag. I think there's some roots concealed by the tree over there that I can't see because the river's up. God, I'm not doing very well at the minute, am I? Try and get it in underneath this tree and down the run. Let it sink a little bit, but not much. And slowly retrieve it back upstream. Let's see if we can't get hit. No, nothing. Let's move on to the next spot. Yeah, it's quite surprised this little stretch. Normally it's really successful for me there for wild brown trout and grayling and stuff like that. Well, I was going to go down in this spot here because it looks nice this. However, I'm not sure about this sand and mud here. Let's see what it's like underfoot. Got to catch a fish for you today. I've not been fishing, as you know, from my videos for months and months and months, but oh shit. But the weather's not been good enough. No, it's not as bad as I thought. Actually, it's quite shallow. Forget about that. Let's move on. I sunk quite a bit into there. See the hole? Yeah, a little bit I clipped in at the start there to just get across the field and get back down to, back to the spot I've just shown you where I've just had a little fish. Don't know if you can notice in the background there, but there's still frost everywhere and ice. And literally, I've just literally come out in a t-shirt. I know I've got the coat on, but it's not zipped up, and I've just got this thin t-shirt on at the minute. But actually, with the sun at the minute, it's quite warm, even though it's only about 5 Celsius. That sounds stupid, but the sun's actually quite warm at the minute, which is nice. Nice, it makes a change from the 3 weeks solid of rain we've had every day, you know. Let's turn you back round. Let's try and find another spot here. I think this bit here is quite a shallow run. Let's have a look. I've not been across this field for a long time. Yeah, it's all jammed up as well with logs and trees and debris. Let's go on to the next one. You know, like I was saying just now, when I was making it across the field through the cut through up the top there, in the top corner, I thought because the ground is quite hard and crunchy and frosty at the minute, I thought it'd be alright. But I managed, after not very long to be honest, to get my feet pretty damn wet. I think I'm gonna have a little spin here. It ain't very deep, or is it? It's hard to tell at the minute with the rivers up. It's only a tiny little section this, but I'm gonna have a little spin down towards a tree there. Let's stick you on the bank here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Let's just have a couple of casts here, 'cause it's just a tiny little run. Right. Try and flick it around the corner here. That's ideal. Nothing. Yeah, I don't know what it was last year. If you joined me on quite a few of my fishing videos, I really struggled last year. I don't know why, because there's been days on this river here in summer, fair enough, when the river's lower and quite clear, and obviously the fish like the brown trout and the grayling in here are far more active in summer because of warmer water, so they're eating far more than they are at this time of year, which is obviously 21st of January today. But there's been days when I've come down here and I've literally done all the runs on this one field and the next field along, and I've had like 14 or 16 trout one day and a grayling, all on spinners like the one I've showed you already. I know this bit here's not bad. If we can get it close to that tree there, let's have a go. It's only shallow towards the far bank. No, it's probably about 2 feet deep. Let's stick you there. I said I've struggled for a while now with the fishing. Well, last year was a bad one really. Don't know what it is. I suppose you get it sometimes. I've been fishing this river for 25 years, but last year is probably the worst year for the fishing, to be honest, on the rivers. And to be honest, I only really ever do catch and release on this river. Out of the hundreds, I'm not even kidding you, hundreds and hundreds of fish I've caught out this river in the last 25 years. I've probably kept a handful of wild brownies, and I've not wasted them. I've literally I've filleted them on the riverbank, put all the guts back in the river, put all the stuff to eat so nothing goes to waste, and then took the fillets either home and pan fried them, or if I've got my little gas camping burner cooker on me, I've actually done the brown trout fillets in a little bit of oil with salt and pepper and lemon juice in a little frying pan, literally on the banks of the river. I might cut through here. Let's have a look if we can get through. Can't really remember. Nah, it's quite a shallow bit. We'll forget about that one. I know there's a decent spot up here. Like I say, I'm trying to remember the river properly because I've not been down here for that long, you know. There's been some considerable time, to be honest. But you know, when you have -5, -6 every day up to about Christmas Day, and then you get Christmas Day and Boxing Day, which is obviously 26th of December, where it's dry and sunny, and actually quite warm. And then after that, up until literally about 5 days ago, it rained every single day. But like I said, this week it's been nice. Obviously today's Saturday. I think Monday was nice, Wednesday was nice, Thursday tiny bit of rain but then sunny in the day, Friday nice, and today, as you can see, absolutely gorgeous. Let's just have a look in by this big old oak tree here and see. I think this is another shallow run. Like I said, on this river it can be hit and miss. There's a lot of long shallow runs and it's really fast moving at the moment. I can see a load of like silverfish over there, little bait fish. There's probably minnows. I can see them near the side there. Let's carry on a little bit more along the field. Hope you're enjoying the video anyway. And it's just me walking around the field pretty much with a rod, having a cast, and up to now not catching nothing, but I really needed to get out, you know. I'm slowly getting my sleeping pattern, which has been bad for ages, back to a more reasonable level now. I got up yesterday at 8 yesterday morning. Of course I did that video I put up with the Dick Emery show, and a few other bits and pieces in the flat, and I actually didn't get sleep till 9 this morning, but I woke up then at about 12 lunch, so I've only had 3 hours sleep, but that's okay. And when I did get up, I was straight up and wrote a script out for another YouTube video and whatever else. This doesn't look a bad little bit. I remember this spot now, the tree. Yeah, that's decent. I'm trying to put you somewhere where you'll be able to see me actually fishing. Because like I said, there's all brambles here everywhere. Maybe I'll stick you here on this stump bit. And GoPro, don't fall in. Alright. Back up here and I'll pass down towards the camera. You can't get through here, come on. You won't believe but the river systems are very quiet, you know. I think this isn't the ideal conditions by far for lure fishing or spinning, whatever you want to call it, but it's more tailored with whether the next bottom fishing with worms really is bait, trout and raining, but and the occasional salmon you get in here, but I didn't have the time today to be digging up worms and stuff like that, you know. It's no good. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, like I said, I didn't have the time to be digging up worms. With the river being so high, it is way more favourable, and I would have had a million times better chance of catching fish if I had some worms and I was bottom fishing. But when I first started this video, how far are we in? We're in like 12 minutes in almost. It's 3 o'clock when I got into the field here, so it'll be dark in a few hours, so I ain't got time to be spending ages digging up worms and whatever else. I'm thinking about taking it to the next field, but I'm not sure I'm going to get by all this, in all honesty. Normally it ain't that bad, and I know this muddy is going to be feet and feet deep. It's like a swampland pretty much. Let me cut through. I normally cut through here, but again this is muddy as hell. Let's try and walk down the sides and not get stuck by these brambles in the leg. Wow, the shine on that water's amazing. A little stream here, little runoff. This is a big old oak. This must be 250 years old. The size of that, huge. Right, let's try and get around here. Oh dear, where do I go from here? I can't remember how I normally do this now. Let's try and cut round the back of the tree. I think that's what I normally do. We'll do a. Do you know what? I'm going to try and get around these roots here, which are absolutely monstrous in size. And hope for not falling in this water, because the mud in that water though is going to be deep as hell. Let's try and grip on the tree. It's like rock climbing this. There you go. Like I said, I'm restricted for time. When I come out it was free. Like I said, it's dark by about 5 PM. So I've got a couple of hours at best to fish. Well, I've not got a couple of hours now because I've been here about 20 minutes, half an hour. We can fish one little run, just last little effort to catch a fish. Then I will do, and I'll show you quickly. And it is proving difficult at the minute because a lot of this is completely impassable. And I ain't going in there because I end up to my knees in this muddy water. Oh. I know this bit up here, I think on the right now, when we get round the brambles here, I know this bit's pretty decent unless I'm mistaken. Quite a little bit depth here and width on the river. Yeah. Well, this is probably my last little go here, and we can't catch nothing on this really wide, nice bit of river here. Let me show you properly. Can't catch nothing on this wide bit of river here, then there's no hope. Right, let's stick the rod down. I'm going to try and put you somewhere you can see again. Let's put you out over here. Have a couple of casts here and then I'm call it a day. And try and get it quite close to the other side and bring the spinner back across the river. First cast, absolutely nothing. Yeah, the shotgun in the background as well. There's someone's out shooting something. Probably shooting maybe rabbits or fox or something. And the third cast, not a single touch whatsoever. Just gonna have 2 more casts here. I'll pop one over the river there on near the other side. Bring it back across the stream. This spinner as well is my favourite. Right, I'm done with it. I think I'll grab you from the riverbank here. Yeah, I think I'll bring you back another day later on in the year before I go to America. Once the river levels come down quite a bit, as you can see, compared to normal, the river is actually moving pretty fast, and it's very clear, but it's moving very fast. Probably too much for the fish to be feeding, and it is bitterly cold at the minute, like I said. And my feet are absolutely wet through from some mud I went in when I was cutting across that field before I rejoined you on the bank in that first spot I tried out there. I'm gonna head back anyway now, back across this field, back across the next one, and head on home. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry I didn't catch nothing. That's why it's called fishing, I suppose, at the end of the day. I said it would have been early in the day. I would have brought my little mini spade. I would have dug some worms, I would have bait fished, and had a far better chance of catching some wild brownies or wild brown trout or grayling, or something like that. But I'm limited for time. Probably got about an hour till dark now, hour and a bit. Because at the moment it's light about 8 AM. It's dark by 5, so quite a short day. About 9 hours of light at the minute. With 15 hours of dark, which is depressing, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna head back now, so I'll leave it there. Please go ahead and check out some of my other great content playlists on this Paul B. Huston 85. Of course,